The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Our all in all, the Savior, the Protector, the Unifier, the Messiah, the King of Kings, the most loved. Captain Ibrahim Traore gave audience to our former international player from Togo, who was a footballer who played for the continent and for Togo. And today he is in Burkina Faso to meet with our all in all, to also show him how well we appreciate him and everything that he's doing. It's not only in the Burkinabe society that praises everything that he's doing, but worldwide, all Africans are appreciating and supporting him for the good things that he's doing. Yes, we know the battle is not easy. There are a lot of things that he's going through with his life, and we need people who are courageous like him to lead this fight. And we are so grateful. So these people have to travel all the way. Emmanuel Adebayo was there to also congratulate him, to let him know that we are with him, and we are with him in spirit and in prayers and in everything possible that we can also use to support him. And according to him, he has had the opportunity to also acquire some knowledge that he wants to bring it into the African society and the Burkinabe society to be able to help people to come together. We know football is a game that everybody loves, and this way we'll be able to unite. And we want to unite in every field, in agriculture, in sports, in music, and in every aspect of the African. We know everybody is talking about unity, but what are the steps that we are taking to be able to bring the unity that we want? And this is another wonderful way of uniting us, the Africans. We are so happy that our stars are coming home to help. And this is also an opportunity for all those who are in the diaspora and even in the African continent to also go and do their little bit to support Captain Ibrahim Traore. This is a battle that we all need to support our heroes who have come forward to give us something that the rest of the leaders are not thinking of giving us. And he is a young visionary leader. And we all need to support him if truly we want to see the African that we are always talking about.
The head of state received Emmanuel Adebayo, former Togolese international, in an audience. He was accompanied by Charles Kabore, former captain of the Stallions. The discussions with the president of Faso mainly focused on the future of African and particularly Burkinabe football. Ibrahim Diallo for Le Point.
The ambassador for sport, Charles Kabore, and former Togolese international Emmanuel Adebayor with the president of Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore. The two former international footballers are carrying ambitious projects for the promotion of sport for the benefit of African youth.
Sport unites people and youth. Today it is important that the head of state, His Excellency, Captain Ibrahim Traore, receives us to give us instructions and the guidelines to be able to support his vision. And Adebayo, my brother, is here today with us for his experience and the life he has had with all the clubs and all the countries. He is a great player and a great visionary and an idol. He has inspired African youth and many, many people. Today it is an honor to welcome him to Burkina Faso.
Adebayor praises President Traore's leadership, which will impact all African youth.
It's an honor for me to recount a president who has a vision for Africa, who has a project for Africa, and today it motivates me. You know, we too have had the chance to be icons for this continent. And today, I think that with the other legends, of course, we will try to work hand in hand. So today, I can only tell you that the good Lord keeps our president, who's President Ibrahim Traore Anvi, so that he can have the strength to lead these battles. But the battles are very difficult battles. Today we are all in this context to be able to support him so that Burkina can reach new heights. Speaking in terms of sports, of course, I have been fortunate to play in real clubs. I have had the chance to be around great players with different mentalities, different cultures. So it's also up to me to bring that back to Africa, not just for myself. I want to share it on the continent to see in what way, in what field I can also contribute to the development of Burkina. Keep a level head.
This networking with athletes is essential in creating opportunities, funding and partnerships, exchanges of knowledge and expertise, visibility, and career opportunities for athletes and sports professionals. From Burkina Faso.
At the presidency of Faso, a friendly match took place between two teams. On one side, the former African football stars, and on the other, the team from the presidency of FASO, led by Captain Ibrahim Traore. An idea from Charles Kabore, former captain of the Stallions, and his former international colleagues, in support of the Burkinabe authorities committed to African emancipation and unity. The match summary with Sina Savatko.
A special morning in Ouagadougou with Jeji Ostino Kucha from Nigeria, Emmanuel Cheya from Bayor, and Mani Sample from Togo, Stephen Mbia from Cameroon, Sole Manediawara, and Mamadou Niang from Senegal. Alongside them, Mohamed Kabore, Prégis Nakulemon, Mohamed Koufi, Momoni Daganou, and Charles Kabore. Footballers who have thrilled more than one African and who find themselves on the same field. Opposite them, a team led by the president of FASO, Captain Ibrahim Traore, and his colleagues, accustomed to daily fitness sports before tackling major issues. No time is wasted in either camp. The ball moves around and initiatives are plentiful. Kocha, Niang, Adebayor, Nakulemon Daganou regain their reflexes. But that was without counting on the team from the presidency of FASO. They are the first to set the tone with this goal by Commander Basil Zongo. Then, with this cross shot, Captain Ibrahim Traore hits the mark. Mohamed Kabore can only acknowledge the damage. He is not at the end of his troubles since the head of state in Olympic form comes back with more. In the 22nd minute, then in the 47th, the president of FASO's team rolls out. Mamadou Niang awakens the former glories. He is imitated by Momoni Daganou, but it's not enough to catch up with Captain Ibrahim Traore's team, who made a marker in this game. A football match, but the most important thing is the symbolism surrounding this encounter that should be acknowledged.
I would say it's not a match, it's a message for ourselves and for Africa as well. They came to show their support for Burkina Faso. I think that sports also send a message to all the youth. It's a symbol we wanted to highlight. We thank them.
In Africa, I am proud of this president. That's why I came to give a bit of my, and then, yes, I am really happy for everything he does for Africa.
For the organizers, it's a successful bet. A distant project, a long-cherished dream that finally comes to life.
Excellence, Captain Ibrahim Traore. He has a great vision for sports in general. Sports unite, youth unite the people. All of Africa is proud of him. Burkina is proud of him for everything he brings us. And the neighboring countries that have come to support him to show that it's the work they have. And over there, on a daily basis, it's remarkable work.
A symbolic match for all of Africa. A match of messages, a match with a lot of messages in it. What is the message? It's peace. How to propel Africa. How to ensure Africa develops better. How can we create a union among us Africans, the African people? So today I am very happy to find myself on a field with the authority. Captain Ibrahim Traore, he is an exemplary president, a young, dynamic president who wants to change the entire continent, who also has his own mentality, who also has his vision. We see that Burkina is going through very difficult times, but we also know that with resilience, with determination, with desire, enthusiasm, Burkina will emerge as a victor. So we, the people of Africa, the players who have defended Africa, who have shown the way to the youth, we can only encourage you and ensure that our prayers are especially with Burkina, so that God can lend a hand, so that Burkina can find peace as soon as possible.
Our former glories are eagerly calling for a rematch as a reference. But in the meantime, the president of FASO, the head of state, has expressed Burkina Faso's willingness to support its sports leaders in the projects they wish to undertake here in FASO or in their country for the promotion of sport.
We were saying we never had leaders who will lead us, and that is the reason to which we don't want to give out. And sometimes we don't blame ourselves, because even the taxes that we pay, we don't know what they are using this money for. Some will be bathing with it in the end. We know the fancy places they travel to and all that. But now that we've had leaders who are doing everything possible in every area, and we are not just hearing, we are seeing them. Every little way that we can also support these leaders' efforts, we should all contribute, like Emmanuel Adebayo is doing. Those of us with all the requisite skills to help our heroes should also come on board. This is an opportunity for all of us to contribute our quota to the development of Africa. Captain Ibrahim Traore himself is a footballer. You know, the last time we saw how he played very well, and this time he's also playing again. He's an international football man. And when he's on the field, you can see, so he's not just a captain only in the army, but when it comes to everything, he is a captain. And we appreciate you so much for all these things that you've done, and you have become an inspiration to all of us, the young ones, to also emulate the skills and to also be free to come out to fight for the continent. These people have made us very timid for a very long time, but the boldness in you have also risen the dead and weak part of us to life. So we will all do our best to support, to make sure that we see the Africa that we want to see. And we are so happy that you have opened your doors to everybody who wants to have access to you, at least to share and learn from you. We are so grateful. Unlike these ones that have selected people that they can only meet, especially the wealthy ones, that they can also make something from them. But you are not like that. And we are hoping that this will continue. We want you to have good health. We pray the ancestors will continue to protect you and guide you, give you the wisdom that you need to be able to do more for the African society. We want you to live beyond 500,000 if possible, because we need you to continue to give us the wisdom and to change the narrative that we are always yearning for in Africa. We love you, we cherish you, we adore you, we support you in every little way that we can, to see that your efforts will never be in vain. And there is nothing that anybody will do that will be able to divide us. Now we've understood and we have learned from our mistakes that our heroes are the ones that they always tag. But like they did to Muammar Gaddafi, now is not the time of Muammar Gaddafi. If we knew this before the time of Muammar Gaddafi, we would have still had Muammar Gaddafi alive, doing the good things that he was doing for Libyans and the unity that he was always calling for all Africans to unite. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.